It's this guy. What up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra. We chillin', officially like rockstar villains. I did get arrested in Cheyenne, and honestly, that was my wake-up call. Nothing really happened when I was in prison. I was pretty much in a drunk tank in a holding cell by myself for the entire night, and then for half of Saturday. They let me out of the jail without having to pay a bond, and the cop that arrested me was super patient, so I appreciate that. But honestly, that was my wake-up call to cut down on my drinking. Yesterday, I had 2 tall cans of Bud Light and a half pint of Jack Daniels, not gonna lie. I don't even remember what the fuck I did, to be honest. All I can remember was getting out of my dad's van in Cheyenne at a loafing jug and just to stretch my legs and smoke a cigarette from traveling in the car. Next thing you know, I'm in jail. And when my dad told me what the fuck I did, I felt like the biggest piece of shit. I had 1% left on my phone. I got all of my stuff back except for my pipe tobacco and my magic wand. So it is what it is. I made another one to replace it. So, and when I got out of jail, there was a bell tower down the street going off on Saturday, and then a bunch of crows and a raven were flying over my head. It was majestic, to say the least. So the two things I'm going to do in my life, YouTube, to better myself is to slow down on my drinking and to seek some therapy. Even though therapy is a waste of time, I'm far too intelligent for that shit. Not trying to spurg out, but when Ozzy Osbourne ended up in prison for almost killing Sharon because he was way too drunk and way too high, and he had this wake up moment of what the fuck am I doing with my life? I didn't try to kill anyone, mind you, but I did have one of those moments. And normally, when I drink or get drunk and I black out, I don't get aggressive or violent or angry or belligerent. Normally, I just stumble around and pass out. You know what I'm saying? That's only happened like twice in the last couple of months. Now, I'm not going to stop drinking or doing drink combos because that's what I do. People on YouTube love my drink combos. However, you're not going to see it as much. I'm not cutting down on alcohol for anyone but myself and for my family and my fans who care about me. And honestly, fuck the trolls. Y'all's obsession with me is more unhealthy than my drinking. Now, when I went to prison, they pretty much took everything, my rings, my spikes. I got it all back minus my pipe tobacco and my magic wand, but it is what it is. I can always get more pipe tobacco, so I'm not worried about that. And I'm a master wand maker, so there you go. When I asked the cop about it, he said, well, you might have lost it when you were at Loafing Jug or whatever. But when I asked my dad about it, he said, well, the cops took it and it's probably in the police department vault somewhere. It is what it is. But honestly, going to jail was honestly a wake-up call for me, because at first I didn't realize what the fuck I did, you know. And then when I was talking to my dad on the phone in jail and stuff, freaking, there was this dude across from me on the other side of the hallway just telling me to shut up and just trying as hard as he can to start shit with me. I pretty much told him to fuck off. This dude was saying, you look like a sex offender and you have no friends. And I said, dude, I hate sickos more than I love Ozzy Osbourne. And then I told him, I says, your mom's a sex offender. And then I told him, I said, dude, I'm a famous YouTuber with almost 50,000 subscribers. I got more friends than you'll ever have. And on top of that, I'd already had my clothes on, my hats, and I was getting the fuck out of there. So I wasn't going to do shit to make me have to stay any longer. far as I was concerned, I'm like, "Fuck you, asshole! I'm getting out of here. So you have fun being in the tank." And nobody really fucked with me physically. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have let it happen. And yeah, I was pretty much in jail for like all of Friday night and half of Saturday. And what did I do to entertain myself? Seems how I didn't have technology. I pretty much fucked with people. There was this other dude across the hall from me, and I kept on doing shit like "Hello, Clarice," and then telling obnoxious Christmas jokes as loud as I could just to make the police officers laugh their asses off. Dumb shit like that. And they would not let me out until I blew complete zeros, which, it is what it is. But honestly, I feel like a piece of shit for what I did. I said some really hurtful things. I'm not going to get into detail what got me there, but it was so bad. Like I was stumbling around the Loaf and Jug parking lots, and I blacked out and didn't even realize what I was doing. And freaking people were trying to get gas, and they were honking their horn, telling me to get the fuck out of the way. And my dad kept on telling me, "Josh, calm down. Josh, calm down." He said it was surreal watching it. And that was kind of my wake up call. Like, you know what? I love to drink alcohol, but I don't need to do it in like excessive amounts. A little bit every now and then ain't gonna hurt. No, I'm not gonna cut down on my drinking, and I shouldn't have to. The only reason why I didn't talk, or like the only reason why I didn't kick the fuck out of the asshole who was talking shit on me in prison is because all the cops were standing there watching me, and that douchebag was safely locked up in a holding tank. Because if he wasn't, yeah, fuck big clips.